Hey there everyone, Derek Ferreira here with you. So yes, welcome to another edition of Soccer Talk here on YouTube.com. Of course, you can also check this out on WordPress.com on Soccer Talk 365, where we always talk about soccer and we will preview, of course, our games tomorrow in the Confederations Cup. So I want you to definitely check this out. Sorry if the lighting is off here on this Tuesday night, hot, humid Tuesday night here in East Providence, Rhode Island. So today's video, we're definitely going to be talking about um, who's doing the best business in the Premiership right now in the English Premier League. Of course, I'm going to be ranking the top 10 teams thus far. Of course, my honorable mention this week has to go with Hull City. So my number 10, I got to go with Southampton over here. They did get Jean Levin from Lyon, and Southampton last season, they showed with the captures of Maya Yoshida and Gaston Ramirez, they're more than capable of, springing the odd transfer window surprise. Um, of course, this player that they recently got, a defender for Croatia, and Mauricio Panachito has recently been linked with a move for £10 million, um, for a £10 million defender by the name of Defed Ashari from Kaladi. So this is according to the Daily Mail in the UK. So that is my number 10. So hold on, I'm just going to put some lighting over here. And usually I don't put lighting on this, but here we go. I make the video much better anyway. So that's my number 10 on the power rankings. My number 9, I gotta go with Manchester United. They've got to get, they got Wilfred Zaha from Crystal Palace. Um, that was announced last January, and Manchester United ahead of the registration period pack from the get-go, and no doubt more moves are going to follow once that David Moyes comes in. Of course, David Moyes will be coming in next week because that's when he actually starts as the manager for Manchester United, and he's going to put in some players in there. And one of the players I actually heard that Manchester United might be getting is Thiago Anakawa, under 21 star from Spain. Of course, right now this could be a 17 million pound switch to the English Premier League. So Manchester United, they're gonna be making some news. Of course, the big question goes: are they gonna get Cristiano Ronaldo? That's been the rumor mill for quite some time. Or are they going to be letting go Wayne Rooney? Of course, that's something that we're going to have to wait and see. So my number 9 is Manchester United in these rankings. So moving on up to number 8, I got to go with Austin Villa over here. They did sign Alexander Tahiv and Jahez Okor. Um, I really think these are going to be two players that are going to be fun to watch next year for Austin Villa. Paul Lambert, the manager of Austin Villa, has cleared out some of the club's dead wood as well, but Lambert will likely have to make 2 or more big-time signings in order to ensure Austin Villa does survive the Premiership going into the next term. Of course, they are holding on to their top scorer, Christian Benteke, as well. So there's some moves like Antonio Luna from Sevilla, Nicholas Helias as well. So those are some of the players that Austin Villa got from the other domestic leagues. Number 7, you got to go with Norwich City. Um, we all know Javier Gerardo from Lazio. He spent all season at Norwich on loan, and considering the body of work that he did at left job, he did a very good job. I mean, it was a good piece of business for Chris Hughton to sign him on a permanent basis going into the season. Of course, another big signing that they got was Ricky Van Wolfswinkel from Sporting Lisbon. 45 goals in his 2 seasons in Sporting Lisboa. He's actually going to be somewhat of an upgrade to Norwich City. He's a fun player to watch, especially, me being a Liga da Saga fan. I mean, I do watch Liga da Saga, most notably because of my Portuguese descent. So, anyways, number 7 of the countdown. Number 6, gotta go with Sunderland over here. The Black Cats, they're already popping up some business going into the season. Um, I know they're going to be signing a couple of more players before we get into kickoff. Um, Celtic goalkeeper Fraser Foster. Um, I heard that he might be going over there to Sunderland. That's the rumor mill that I've been reading. You heard it here first. He's going to be going over there. That's going to be a nice replacement for Simon Mangala, who is expected to leave the club. Um, they did sign a couple of players, Cabral from SC Basel, and you also signed Robertage from Milicio of Madeira. So some of the players I know. So that's your number 6. Number 5, you gotta go with West Ham United. Um, they did permanently sign Andy Carroll as well. He was uh, on loan this past season. Of course, coming from Liverpool, but their manager, they're definitely looking to attack around Andy Carroll, and who knows? He's probably going to have a more productive season at Upton Park. He did score 7 Premier League goals with West Ham United this past season. Of course, they've also signed Rudo Betis goalkeeper Adrian as well. That was another move that they did make. And a Vazian Rat as well. So from the Ukraine as well. So that was some of their big time signings that they made. Number 4, you got to go with Chelsea. They already got their manager, Zidane Moreno. What else is new? Um, Andre Shirale from Bayer Leverkusen. They did sign him, but now they're trying to get another piece of the puzzle. Edison Cavani from Napoli, who's right now playing at the Confederations Cup for Uruguay. That's another move that they have been considering. I've also heard Real Madrid has been in the mix as well for Cavante. So we'll see where it goes. But I think Chelsea's going to make a move. So they're my number 4. Number 3, we're in the top 3. You got to go with Liverpool. Liverpool, to me, right now, they basically made some 2 huge moves. Um, Esguero Asperez and Luis Alberto. Luis Alberto from Sevilla, Asco Zabasas from Celta Vigo. Um, Asco Esparces, 12 goals. He made 7 others while at Celta Vigo last season, and he's definitely going to be, excuse me, central playmaking role at Anfield. Luis Alberto, he did play for Barcelona's B team all of last season, so we'll see what happens. Brendan Rodgers, you know, the issue with Liverpool is Luis Suarez. I mean, of course, he got suspended for biting a Chelsea player, during the season last year, right around the end of the season. So, Luis Suarez might be heading out of Liverpool. So that's really one thing that we're going to have to be paying attention. Um, But definitely, this team wants to improve. They don't want to be a 7th place finishing team. So yeah, they're my number 3. My number 2, got to go with Manchester City. Manchester City at number 2. Um, Fernandinho they got from the Ukraine, Shakahir Dasanik. Really puts an upgrade to their midfield. And they got Jesus Nava from Sevilla. That's going to be playing in the left wing. So they're also in there for Edson Cavani, and they're going to go for Stefan Jovic as well. That's going to be their 2 players that they want to get. And then, of course, my number 1, you got to go with Fulham. Um, at number 1 in these power rankings as well. They didn't make no moves as of late, but they did. Some players did exit. Catagones, Pedrick, and Dower, they all left. So Martin Joe, he's actually going to be looking to revive the goalkeeper Martin Sadaberg's career as well. So we'll see what happens with that situation, and that's really basically news in the English Premier League. This past week, of course, you got the light over here from my iPhone, so subscribe to the channel. I am out. Peace.